This is my current Lego City. Now, don't get me wrong, it's pretty big and it's pretty impressive, but I've always not liked how it's looked, mainly due to the mess that surrounds it and just the random areas that are there and some of the buildings that are kind of happening around it. So, in today's video and for the next year, we're going to be properly rebuilding this city, going in so much detail in so many areas and just making it look like an absolutely beautiful city. Now, this video is going to be kind of explaining the plans behind it all and how this is going to work. And then as we get through, we will go through more details and really work on each part of the city. But let me now just quickly explain the plans and then we can get to actually working on the Lego City.
Okay, so on the left-hand side, we have where the theme park's going to go, and then on the right-hand side, we're going to have where the main city is. So first of all, on the theme park side, it's going to be kind of split up into two areas. So this top area is going to be kind of the fantasy area. So here I'm just going to be drawing Hogwarts. So this is kind of where Hogwarts is going to go on this sort of top left. And on the top right is going to be the Lion's Night Castle, which is going to be really nice because it's going to allow a path to go in between, which is going to look awesome. I already had some plans for how the path is going to look. I've actually already ordered some pieces. And then around the castle is going to be the kind of blacksmith and some other sets. And then Hogsmeade is going to go also where the Hogwarts is. So it's going to be two sort of fantasy areas coming into one. We may also have a little pirate area down in that bottom white as well, just underneath where the fantasy stuff is. I think that will look really nice and really awesome. And yeah, so that's going to be kind of top area of how I think it's going to kind of look. There's going to be a few rides there, but it's mainly just going to be about sort of the look and kind of a more kind of involved area for the minifigures to kind of look around. So then as we go towards the bottom section, this is going to be where obviously all the theme parts are going to be. So in the bottom left, where I'm drawing right here, this is going to be the roller coaster. Obviously, it takes up a huge amount of space, and there's still some stuff we need to do with it to make it milled. But I'm kind of thinking it can kind of just plonk onto a Mills plate quite easily, and we can always build it onto the Mills plate quite easily. Then we're going to have the mixer, which is going to cause a lot of problems. We're going to have to kind of fix that a lot. We got the carousel right there, and we're also going to have the Ferris wheel drawn there. I do also have a few more fairground rides that we can kind of fit in as well. Um, but yeah, we'll kind of see how that goes. I would have loved to have the mansion, but I don't have that. And then at the front there, we're also going to have the entrance, which I haven't thought about yet. But then we've also got that path coming up, and there will be paths going in between all the different buildings as well. But I do have a path design and a rail design all done. Um, Going into this next section over here, so this is going to be split up in a few more sections as well. And I'll kind of explain as we go along what these sections are going to look like. So first of all, I'm just putting in the train track. It's not going to be this wobbly, don't worry. It's going to be a straight kind of train track, but it's only going to be going for a little part of the city. So this top section over here, this is because trains take up a lot of room, and I do want a train track to show off the train. I literally bought two train sets for a complete train, so I'm using it in the city. But yeah, we'll kind of figure out okay how this is going to work. The next section I believe I draw in now, yes, is going to be where the residential area is. So I actually draw some buildings here to represent the residential area. This will have things such as the Dursleys' house, possibly the Burrow, and a few city sets that are houses. I might also put the Quickie Mart into this section to have as like the big kind of grocery corner shop to have over in this section. Now, inside where the train track is going to go, this is the main bulk of the city where all the modulars are, where the Avengers Tower is, where the Daily Bugle is, where the Sanctum Sanctorum is. It's going to be the big kind of display piece of the city. So this first section is going to have Daily Bugle and the Avengers Tower with some buildings sort of around it. This is mainly because it's kind of the only place they can go, apart from the front bit, but it doesn't look good in that section because I'll explain what we do in that section. So this section is very heavily going to be the two skyscrapers at the main point with the modulars around it. Now it's really hard with modulars to make them all be seen in all directions. So there will be some that may not be seen as much, but if you go around the back, because you've got to remember at the back, I also have a place where we can kind of jump behind and have a look. So the section right here that I'm drawing is actually the curve that's in my city. So there's a curve to open the door, which is really annoying for building Lego, but it makes me have a little bit more room than I actually would have. And this is going to be the beach. I've done this before, and I'm going to do it again. We're going to add another beach, and it's going to look awesome, hopefully, with Ninjago City Gardens actually in that area as well. And then in the back here, I'm just putting on the 2 different train stations right there. I might make a mock of one of them, I'm not too sure. But we're going to have 2 train stations as well, one at the back, one at the front, and I think that's going to look pretty awesome. I haven't jotted where the roads are going to go yet, but we will do soon. And now I'm just going to write down each section and when we're going to do it. So the first section we're going to focus on is the top part of the theme park. This is mainly due to space. Then the second one is going to be the other part of the theme park. Third and fourth are going to be basically where the train track is and that inside bit of the train track. Number 5 is a bit just outside the train track. Number 6 is a residential area. It's actually 6 and 7 is residential, and then the beach area. So we kind of have an overlooking plan of what this is going to look like and how this will look. And I'm really excited just to see this development come about. But yeah, the first section is going to be the theme park, which we will be starting on very, very soon, possibly in this video as well. I might move some stuff to kind of get ready for it. I do have the parts for it as well, but I'm really excited to see how this is going to look.
Okay, so the plan now is to kind of move everything that's on the table as far back as we can, so we have as much room on the top to do those little details and stuff that we really want to do. So I will try and get this done, and I'll show you it once it's done. Okay, so this has taken me most of the day. However, we have moved everything from the middle here. These minifigures are from the top. I'll explain why that's like that in a minute. And the top is kind of slightly organised a little bit, which I'll show you in the next video. However, yeah, we've now got this bit in front here, so I can now just jump up and work on the Lego City, work in the theme park. There's a few things that we still need to move around and figure out, but it is looking really awesome. Very, very happy, very, very tired. This is probably the last bit I'm going to do today. Hogwarts is looking mega cool. And yeah, I think the castle as well. If I can zoom in over here, there's a castle right there. There's that over there. There's still a lot of things that we need to do, especially in this area. This area is still a bit of a mess. But I'm very happy with how this first thing has gone, just moving everything out of the way, basically. The rest of the city is a complete mess, but as we go through and start adding little bits, it's going to look awesome, and it's really going to come together really nicely. But as long as we can get this top bit done soon, I think the rest of the city should come together quite nicely. I've ordered some pieces for the theme park, so there should be some stuff that we can do soon, and I think all together it does look really awesome. I do need to move this over there, and I'm going to take out all the minifigures at the moment, I think, and just slowly start working on it. But I'm very happy that this is looking good and it's coming together really nicely. There's still a lot of stuff, like I said, we need to do, but I think in general, I'm very pleased. Can we come over here a little bit? Yes, we can. We'll just show you up here just a little bit. So yeah, this is a mess so far, but you can kind of see, I can zoom in as well. You can kind of see how it's looking. The castle looking magnificent, and you can see the path that is going to come through. 2 very awkward builds, the way they're done, but I do like how they look between each other, and I'm happy. But that is all for me in today's video, guys. Just a quick, brief sort of explanation of what's going on. But yeah, in the next video, we'll be working more on the theme park and actually getting some smaller details done, which I'm really looking forward to. But that is all for me in today's video, guys. I hope that you did enjoy it, and I hope that you look forward to seeing the new city coming together.